everybody, welcome back to my channel. I figured I'd vlog this morning. I know if you don't follow me on my vlog channel, I mean, I've only vlogged there once in the last couple of weeks. If you don't follow me on my vlog channel, you don't really know how it's going. So this morning, it's Sunday. It's time to fill up the medicine Comblers or pill boxes, you decide. I have my coffee. Let's get started. First things I want to share with you, and forgive the way it looks right now, but I cut all my hair off. I have sort of an asymmetrical, I'll do it for you guys and you can see it. So it's kind of like this long on this side and really short on this side, and it kind of like tapers around. It's kind of a funny story. Let me put this back up and then I will tell you guys. It's kind of funny. I know I can put it back up in a ponytail still just to get the long side out of my face for a little bit, but I want to tell you it's kind of a funny story that I decided a few weeks ago. Let me try that. Okay. I decided a few weeks ago that I wanted to cut all my hair off. I turned 50. Menopause has really gotten to like, I'm over it, like the hair, and I started to get like the pain in the top of my head. I don't know if it's just like, if it's any one particular thing, but to be honest with you, I've been wearing a ponytail since I'm like born. Pretty much since I had enough hair to go into a ponytail. Actually, one of the girls at the group home, I'm starting with ibuprofen. One of the girls at one of the group homes actually nicknamed me Ponytail. That was my nickname for her to call me because I wore a ponytail every day. So it's been a ponytail or a bun. My hair is always up. I mean, I got married. My hair was down when I got married. I left it down the whole day. On special occasions, I would wear my hair down. I really would. But on a daily, it was in a ponytail, to be honest. And a lot of special occasions, if they're like parties and stuff, I'll wear my hair down till I get there. And then I'll start dancing and it has to go up immediately anyway. So I ask myself, why have I had long hair? I'm just going to wear it up every day. Jim and I both get ibuprofen. If I'm just going to wear it up every day, why? You know? It's a good question, right? And thank you to my benefactor for the medication. I appreciate all of your love and friendship. To be honest, I wish I could tell you really without crying how grateful I am for your generosity, because anyway, I know God has put people like you in my path for a reason, to go through this struggle and have one less thing to worry about. But I just was like, I was looking through Pinterest. I was looking for like short hair over 50, short hair, thin hair, short hair, round face, like all of these different combinations to basically like search what would be a good haircut. And I found one that I loved, and I tried to mimic it, honestly. This is melatonin. Jim and I both take melatonin at night. If you're not familiar, melatonin, we are taking 10 milligrams. It just helps you fall asleep a little faster, especially when you have like an odd schedule. Jim and I are both night owls, and sometimes we need that little extra just to relax. Now, I did read one lady's one study that she had that said that certain medications you shouldn't take together. So don't just take melatonin on mine. Talk to your pharmacist or your doctor and make sure it's okay. It doesn't interact with any of your other medications. Same thing with everything here. So, oh, Did I buy that? Ooh, that's why I have a bag. This is how my life goes sometimes. Try to talk to somebody on the phone while I'm trying to do something. And looking at pictures of baby Luna on the TV. She's so cute. Turn that off. I started, after all of these years, to start to get like a pain right here. Like from my ponytail. Just constant stress pain right there. And I'm like, yeah, I bobbed it before. And then, but when I bob it, it just gets like it's kind of annoying because then I can't always put it up. And then when I do put it up, then it just stays up. So I was like, I just want it to be short. I just want to like run my fingers through it and go. I feel like Julia Roberts and Steel Magnolias, but God forbid I don't have that kind of condition. But I just want to like be able to like, just, my hair is naturally wavy. It may have gone straight. I was talking to my sister and I was like, oh, you know, my hair's naturally curly. She's like, not mine anymore. I'm like, ooh, I didn't think about that because I have been, well, it's mostly wavy. I've done once every like third shampoo. I don't put product in it. So I watch it and it gets like curly again. So I was like, we'll see, you know, whatever. So I did it myself. I did it on the blind. Jimmy did help me straighten a line. But I did it dry because I normally cut my hair wet. It's very windy outside. I'm so sorry. It just caught me by surprise. That's a gust. That's a gust. Sorry. Squirrel. He helped me straighten the line out in the back because I couldn't see to see if it was perfectly straight. Normally I cut my hair wet. But when I cut my hair wet and it dries, the ends sort of like do this thing. My hair just goes poof like that. Poof. Because I don't have a curling iron, straightening iron, a curling iron, or a hair dryer to dry it. So I was like, let me cut it wet and then let me cut it dry and then I'll wash it. I just did it last night, so I haven't washed it yet. I'm going to do Comblers and then we're going to start laundry and then I'm going to do my shower. So I'll share it with you guys along the way, but, and then I'll be able to clean it up. Like, so way after I take my shower, if I notice like some unevenness or things like, it's like this is poofing out. I kind of wanted it a tiny bit shorter, but I was thinking like maybe a little spiky would be cool. I don't know. I'm finally like gonna have a cool haircut. I had a cool haircut when I was 10, but I didn't know it was cool at the time. Just saying. I used to let me keep going because I'm gonna forget what I'm doing. Allergy medicines. Jim and I both take a Zyrtec generic at night. Okay. Before I was 10, I did not brush my hair regular. You know, it's really funny because my sisters now talk about how I was like so spoiled, but I didn't know I was spoiled and I was treated like a baby, so I acted like a baby. Like that's part of what I know now is like how not to raise your children. I don't have children, but sorry, I dropped 2 in here and now I can't find it. Here it is. Did I get 2 in there? Yeah, I did that one already. Okay. I know now not to baby your baby because then your baby won't grow up. But I have to itch my nose. Sorry. And don't hold your breath when you're doing that next time. I never brushed my hair. And we didn't have hair ties. Well, I mean, hair ties existed, but we couldn't afford hair ties. So we used actual rubber bands, like the kind you use in your office. Let me just... Okay, sorry. We both take a stool softener at night. It just helps you go. It doesn't make you go. It just helps you go smoother. It does exactly what it says. Okay. So, and we didn't always take this. This is just like when you hit a certain age and things started to slow down and become a little more, you know what I'm saying. So, this is Jim's allergy medication. He is also taking a Singular at night. Sorry. So when I was 10, right before like school pictures, my sister Jane was assigned to brush my hair out. And she had gotten so frustrated. She had gotten through all of it except for like there was like this much from here to here, like all of this left. So basically she was brushing it and putting up, brushing it and putting up, brushing it. So it was like this much left. And she just went. And I was really upset at the time. I know now that I was really cool. When I put my hair in a ponytail, people were like, some kids were like teasy, but some kids were like, oh, it's really cool. But that's kids, you know, kids will do that. But it was like 1980, so it was like the beginning of like new wave punk scene. But I just didn't think I was cool enough for that, so that's the problem. That's what happened. So Jim and I are both taking St. John's wort. Today's Sunday. Wednesday. Oh, we have to get it by Wednesday. So we're out. Okay. So that being said, all of that being said, I am, like I said, I wish I was as cool as I was then. And now I was like, why not? It's my hair. First of all, it's hair. It grows back. I mean, most places. Secondly, it's my hair. I can do what I want with it. To be honest with you, Jim was kind of like on the fence. I don't want to say about letting me do it because obviously it's my hair ultimately, but he really does like the long hair, but I never wear it down. So I said to him, he's like, well, I like when you wear it down. I'm like, yeah, but honey, it's just too much for me. It's just too much hair. Oh, I forgot mine. Sorry, I skipped one because it was out of routine. Okay. So I was like, I never wear it down. Why, you know, why do I have to keep? And he's like, yeah, I understand. And it's just hair. But then like, as I was doing it, he started to look at cool haircuts he wanted to have. So now he's going to have a cool haircut too. Which I'm like, hey, you know what? We turned 50. We don't have any kids to embarrass. We'll just do this for ourselves. Jim takes omega-3. That was my diabetes medicines, 2 diabetes medicines. One I take at night and one I take twice a day. So, but this is Jim's omega-3 mini, and these ones are lemon scented. So normally when you open fish oil, you're like, but these are actually sort of pleasant. They have a lemony scent and the burp factor. I don't know if you take fish oil and you know that they like these fishy burps sometimes, but the burp factor is reduced. It's also a mini, so it's like a condensed, concentrated. It's a concentrated pill. Like it used to be this ginormous big pill that he took with the same 1,000 milligrams in it. But now it's condensed, concentrated, and it has a little lemon added to it, so it doesn't. Hey, because nothing goes better with fish than lemon, right? Okay, so now we're back to daytime. We've switched it around to daytime. Let's just do all of Jim's, and then I'll get it out of the way. We have some things that we share. Let me get a refill on this. I knew I was going to need a refill. That's why. So I don't have a medicine cabinet, and I don't really have a bathroom pantry. Our closet space is sort of limited on our side of the house. Not sort of. It is way limited on our side of the house. So we actually have like this giant bag of... it's like a blue Walmart recyclable shopping bag that we have all of our medications in. And my beautiful benefactor, you know who you are. Oh, goodness. Gifted us. Okay. Jim gifted Jim Centrum. And I have Women's One a Day. And the Centrum that she gifted, which I love, was a big bottle and a little bottle. And since I keep all my medicines in a basket, I love to just take the little bottle and keep the little bottle, and I'll just keep refilling that because it takes up a lot less room in the basket than the big bottles of medication. So which is good. I like to be able to do that when I can. I think that's why I'm short on some things, but okay. I should have just taken this out of the big bottle a second ago, knucklehead. So this is Jim's multivitamin, basically. On top of extra of some medications, we also just take a multivitamin. It's really funny because I hear some doctors, I mean, not really some doctors. There's kooks out there, but there's some people like, there is no standard multivitamin, but every time I was in a group home, like every individual over a certain age took a multivitamin. Actually, most individuals took multivitamins. But I was just always like, why is it not a standard? Why, you know? I don't know, that's weird. So I'm not using that this week. Okay, we both take E. That's mine. Echinacea. So Jim takes Echinacea. He has since I met him. It has a Native American name, I think Echinacea, if you've ever heard of that on a TV show. Because that's where I heard that word before. But it's basically immune, it's a natural herb that helps your immune system. So, and because he's out there, let's put it this way, it was really hard to find when COVID started. Because he's out there dealing with the public every day, I want him to be as protected as possible. So usually he takes the big dose, but now they only had, oh no, this is the big dose again. Yeah, that's right. For a while he was taking, this is 760 milligrams. For a while he was taking, we could only find like the 380s. And he had to take it twice a day, which is just like pain in my booty. Okay. That's me. That's both of us. Here's cinnamon. Jim's taking cinnamon. Cinnamon's just like, it's just ground up cinnamon. And there are people who believe, and I'm one of them, that cinnamon naturally helps lower your blood sugar. And since Jim has been, I don't want to say diagnosed with pre-diabetes. I just realized I do this for him at night. Let me get his other medicine in here and then I'll switch it because here it is. And this is his cholesterol medicine, which is really funny because I heard that cholesterol is produced at night, and then that's why you should take your cholesterol medicine at night, but I don't know. But then when you ask, like, WikiLeaks, no. When you ask certain, you know, like doctors, when's the best time to take it, they'll tell you whenever you remember to take it. Okay, so this is red rice yeast. This is new. When Uncle Dave came here a couple of years ago. I know it's not new, it's a couple of years old, but when Uncle Dave came here a couple of years ago, he started taking it and it helped reduce his cholesterol. So he does take that at night. I should probably start watching like what I take for my cholesterol, but I don't, it's not as high, it's not in a dangerous level yet, but it is much higher than it used to be, and that's probably because of keto. So I'm going to put in all of the things that we take simultaneously. Both take E. So he was always taking E for his skin. I started taking E because I heard it helps with one of the diabetes medicines. But it says on it heart health. But my dad always took vitamin E for his skin. And the other thing we both take is B. This is 1,000 micrograms. So it's B12. B12 is that energy boost. And some doctors recommend that if you are on metformin, specifically a metformin-based medication, then you should take B12 because it can sometimes drain your energy. And the other one is D3. Now, I have to see if there's more D3 in the bag, but if there's not, I'm definitely giving it to Jim because Jim's D is really low. And that pill has got nothing in it. Crazy. Let me give these 3 to him. Look, the pill is like, I don't know if you guys can even see it. It's like flattened out. All right, let me see if I thought I bought this, but now I don't see. Let me just put these to the side. So this is the bag. Ooh, it's very heavy because I have a beautiful benefactor. I mean, we keep everything here, like test strips and lotions and everything too. But let's fix this and see if there's a D3. More B. What's this one? Niacin. What's this one? There it is. Yay, I have it. Jim takes niacin for heart health. I don't know why, but I don't. I realized I put his niacin in when I was talking, and I never told you about it. So, the niacin is 500 milligrams, and this one says for metabolism support, but I thought it was for his heart. Oh well. So this is 25 micrograms, 1,000 IUs, independent. International units, I think international units, right? I just couldn't remember where I left off, so I wanted to make sure he got it if we didn't have any more. So actually, I have to see if that other bottle is smaller too. Because it might be the bottle that I refill, and that's why this bottle was open. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I'll make sure I get that back. Okay. That's it for him. That satisfying sound of a full tumbler. Mary Fry. Oh, hi. Look, it's my Choose Joy t-shirt. Mary Fry calls it a Combler. Now I do too. It's just become a language. It's become a language. So now I have my multivitamin. It is actually 1 a day brand, but this bottle is smaller. This is the Equate 1 a day, but my benefactor gave us 1 a day women's that I take. I probably should start taking the over 50. So no, I'm old lady. That's my multivitamin. I also take biotin for my hair and nails. Now it's important to look. So when we worked at the group home, and this is just for you guys, when we worked at the group home, we used drugs.com. Drugs.com is really good for like any medication interactions. You can like make sure that you don't have any medication interactions or, you know, negative. What I don't like to do for myself, but we used to do it in the group home, is to look up the possible side effects. Sometimes your brain, and this is Cinnalin. This is a beautiful thing that my benefactor has gifted me. It is cinnamon with magnesium and vitamin D. It has 500 milligrams of cinnamon extract plus 400 micrograms of chromium and 12.5 micrograms of vitamin D3. Oh, I thought it had magnesium in it too. Oh, no, it's the chromium. That's what it is. And it's supposed to help reduce your blood sugar as well. So, and I love her, and I can't wait to actually hug her in person, and her beautiful family. Let me take the other one first, and I'll tell you guys about it. This is my, I'm taking, oh, where's the new one? Is this the new one? Yes, this is the new one. This is losartan. Losartan is for your blood pressure, but they give it to you a lot of times when you're on metformin to protect your kidneys. So another parameter we used to have at the group home was if somebody's blood pressure was too low in the morning, we would hold their blood pressure medication so they didn't get like lightheaded, dizzy, and fall down. So now we're going to, I'm going to share with you, which is the reason I kind of wanted a vlog today. I'm going to share with you my Deluxetine. So I think I kind of hinted to it in previous vlogs that I went to my doctor and I just said, I need help. And she prescribed this per my request. I knew that my sister takes a form of, my sister takes it, and her and I have like a lot of similar, we don't have similar issues, well, some of them, but we have similar digestives and like that kind of thing. So I was like, if it's good for her, it's probably a good chance that it's good for me, but not always, but sometimes. The satisfaction of a full Combler. So basically what Deluxetine is just forgot the name of it. Cymbalta. So Cymbalta is not only prescribed to people as an antidepressant, which is why I'm taking it, but it's also for people who have like neuropathy. It's prescribed sometimes to people who have neuropathy or like fibromyalgia. And it is so helped with the pain, like my pain level, my physical pain. And then as far as my emotional pain is concerned, what has happened since I started taking it is I don't get into these tailspins. I do get sad, and there's days where it's like so sad that I just sit on the couch and play games to distract my mind. And I'm not kidding. That's literally, my mother-in-law kind of questioned me about it one time. The TV will be on. I'll be playing like the Harry Potter Gems and Spell game on my phone while I color on my tablet. I'll do 3 things simultaneously because I have to flood my brain with nonsense. So this is my basket. I don't know if you guys recognize it from my Sierra haul. This is like a Rae Dunn Things basket. And what I do is I start littlest. And what I do is I angle my basket like this so that, let me see if you can see me do it. I angle my basket like this so that I can like put the pills in. And then if you see the table down there, see that table? That's all the medication. So what I do now is I find like the next shortest bottle and I go, that goes next, like that. And then the next shortest bottle, and then that goes next. And the next shortest bottle, and so on and so forth. So you don't have to watch me do all that. I just want to tell you how I did it. So, it has really helped tremendously because I can get out of bed. I can fill my Comblers. I can make food. I can cut my hair. I can do my stretches. I on some days I can't, even with the medication. And that's okay. There's just some days that something will trigger a memory or a reminder or something. And then I just need to take the day, you know, and that's okay. What I've realized this time, and especially it's really been helpful talking to my sisters because they're kind of going through the same thing. Well, they're not kind of going through the same thing. They're all going through the same thing. Is this is so much different than any grief that we've ever experienced before. And I'm not trying to be like harsh about it, but my grandmother who lived with me and like helped raise me died in my living room when I was 12. Like, I've known grief. My mom died suddenly. I've known grief. My father died. I watched him take his last breath. So I've known grief. And I'm not trying to belittle anybody's grief on the way that their family member has died. Everybody deals with grief differently. But I've never dealt with anything like this before. It's just it's the most difficult journey I've ever walked through. So, that being said, so then what I like to do really quick, and I'll tell you really quick, is my medicine. I have it full, but there's still more medicines, but they're all big bottles. So what I've done is I've learned to, you leave the big bottles to the end and they stack here. I just want to move them over because I wanted to double stack my, there's like a couple in here, but I wanted to just put the other bottle underneath it because it's little enough. And, well, this one usually goes here, but, and then I take that, ta-da, and it goes up on my dresser. But I already took, we fill them Sunday after morning meds. So that we have like, I have like all day Sunday. If I don't want to do it in the morning, I can do it later, right before bed even. Just as long as I have it done before bed. So I need St. John's wort, and I need to get that vitamin D bottle back. I just realized I didn't put the right bottle back after saying that. But if I go get it, you guys are going to knock over. So, I'm going to grab my coffee and just chat. And it's been the most difficult. So sometimes the emotions are debilitating. Now, so many of you have reached out to me that your moms were like your best friends. And then you're just the feelings of sudden loss. And, you know, I know that this is I want to say this is my first sudden loss because we didn't expect my mom to die. But my mom had a heart attack like 7 months before she passed. Yeah, about 7 months before she passed. Or 6.5 months. And we felt like we were blessed to have that 6.5 months. When she did pass, it was sudden and unexpected, because we thought she was just on her road up to recovery. And then, of course, the trauma of just being so young. I was 21. I just turned 21. My little brother was just 9. He just turned 9. So that whole situation was different. And my dad was sick for a while, and, you could kind of see it because he kept saying, he's like, I'm never going to see my home again. And this is the last time I'm going to see my house. And, I was like, well, I guess I feel like a lot of when you have that thought process, then that's what's going to happen. You manifest it. But, hold on. I don't know how he makes such good coffee. I really don't. I don't know what he does different. I swear. I don't know. But one sister who also doesn't have any children said, we're old enough, or some of us are old enough to be his mom. So that makes a huge difference. And I said, well, I was thinking to myself, well, yeah, I mean, being there for him every day, getting him ready for school for years and years. So my mom died when he was 9, and he pretty much started taking care. And I don't mean taking care of himself, but he pretty much started, you know, getting himself up in the morning and stuff when he was, I want to say in middle school, or maybe like between 7th and 8th grade. Like around 13, about 12 or 13. You know, still have to get up to make sure he's up. But about that time, let's see, when he was in high school, so he was 15. Yeah, he was 15 when my dad retired. So yeah, I mean, for a couple of years, he was like getting himself up pretty regular, making sure like, but we did the night before, we made sure he did his homework and he brushed his teeth and the whole thing. So I raised him for a good chunk. He would escape to my sister's on the weekend because I would always try to get him to like clean his room or something on the weekend. And my brother was not a let me clean my room kind of kid. It bothered my dad. My dad was always like, this place is a fire hazard. But my dad wasn't like a housekeeper either. My whole time growing up, he didn't have a laundry basket. He just put his dirty clothes on the floor. So funny. But anyway, so he would escape to my sister's. She was a lot of fun, and you know, let him do whatever and sleep in and play video games and that kind of stuff. So it was a lot. It's a tremendous loss. But you know, not talking to him for so long was a loss in itself. So anyway, this whole thing is to just tell you that the Cymbalta is really, I found it really effective. I find it really helps. I don't know where I would be right now if I wasn't taking it. I don't think that I'm going to have to take it for the rest of my life because I can feel myself getting to the point where I can vision that the point where I will no longer need it is there. Like I could see the light at the end of the tunnel. But I don't know, it's helping so much with the pain. Who knows? Maybe I'll just continue taking it for that. But anyhow, excuse me. I digress. This has been a very long, messy-haired conversation. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to take my shower. Well, first we're going to start the laundry, then I'm going to take my shower, and I'm going to do my hair and see how it looks, and then maybe join me on Instagram. I have links to, I don't know, like, this is stuff that I don't usually just tell you in every video. I have links to all my social medias that I'm on down in the description box, except TikTok. I only have a couple of TikToks, but if you're interested, I'm just me, just Jeri-Ann Henson over there. And I'm on Snapchat, but I don't really Snapchat. I usually just Snapchat with my niece. But all of that's in the description box down below, as well as like all of my referral codes and links to, you know, saving money on Rakuten and Walmart, Instacart, that kind of stuff. So if you're interested, they're all down there on every video, even on the vlog channel. That's it. I love you guys. Don't forget to choose joy every day. Every day. And if you're going through something, and this is really what's helped me, and this is where I was going to, that's why I put this particular shirt on today, is that some days, if you look back on it, you could think, this was a terrible day. And Jimmy will come home from work someday, and I'll have like a great morning. Like, I mean great, like, oh, let me get dressed and go outside and dance in the streets or anything. It's not like that. I just meant like I'll have a great morning. I'll get up, I'll make myself breakfast and coffee. My spirits will be elevated and lifted a little. And then as my mind settles and my thoughts settle, or something will trigger me and I'll start to be like blue again. What I try to do is at the end of every day, I go back and look. If I don't remember pinning, kind of like Pinterest, if I don't remember pinning the joyous moment, I will go back and search for the joyous moment, because you can find joy in every day. Even if it is, I brushed my hair and I'm happy about it. or I made myself a really good cup of coffee, and that's fantastic. Whatever your day looks like, you can find the joy in the day. If you're in the hospital and you're recovering, the fact that you like got your PT today, or maybe you had a really amazing bowl of Jell-O or lunch or something. Maybe you had a nurse that just smiled a little extra. You can always find joy in your day. And if none of that seems joyous to you, be thankful that you're alive. Because that is a gift not granted to so many. I love you all. Thank you for joining me on this long, ranty, pill, coffee morning. And as always, you guys take care. God bless. I'll see you next time. Bye.